Hello, ladies, and happy Wellness Wednesday. It is I, Aubrey Warwick, transformation coach, and I am here, as I am every Wednesday at some time before noon, to give you something short, sweet, and to the point that is going to help you, yes, you, the busy individual, move the needle from where you are to where you want to go. Now, if you are new to this group, I want to say hello and welcome. Thank you for being here. I know there's a ton of Facebook groups out there, Instagram, TikTok. It is a lot of noise, and I'm here to help quiet the noise and get you to think differently. Not even outside the box. We're not even talking boxes here, okay? What I'm talking about today are 3 ways to audit your entire lifestyle so that you don't end up on the staircase like I was, and instead I want to put you on the elevator. So back when I was in my, I would say early to mid 20s, I destroyed my gut health. I was anorexic, bulimic, had a terrible relationship with food, was on hormonal birth control, all this stuff that led me to a body type that I did not like to look at. But worst of all, I didn't feel good. So if you don't feel good, chances are you think you don't look good, right? So people would ask me full out if I was pregnant. I will never forget the day when I was going to get a chair massage. I was 25 years old. And there was a woman there that she spoke broken English, and she goes, "Oh no, honey." She put her hand on my belly and she said, "Can't take you. You pregnant." And she was just being so, real. It was really hard for me in that moment to be like, wow, here I am, an exercise physiologist, trying to help people lose weight, and I'm struggling with this myself. Now, could it be the fact that I stood like a baby and I wasn't even having a baby? My posture was poor. I have a sway back. Could it be because I didn't know how to dress for my physique back then? I would wear baggy shirts that were so flowy, it would just look like a tent on me, how it was built. Could it be that my whole life people said, "Aubrey, your genetics won't let you ever have a thin waist. You're built like so-and-so." It could be all those things. But I'm here to tell you today 3 different ways that you can think differently. If it's inside the box or outside the box, my job is to get your attention long enough. And here are the 3 things. I'm actually going to go in order of no doi first. Then I want to share with you the sweet treat at the end, the calorie-free sweet treat. So the first thing that you're going to audit in your lifestyle are your supplements and medications. Wherever you are right now, I want you to take a look. This is what I do with my Envision clients. I see what their supplements are and their medications. And my job is to not gaslight you. Every medication has a side effect. Every single one. You're taking it because there's a positive side effect. Maybe it's for high blood pressure. Maybe it's a GLP-1. Maybe it's birth control. Don't gaslight yourself. They have side effects, because I experienced that with hormonal birth control. My body did not like it. I think I could have healed faster from my eating disorder if I wasn't on it. But hello, I was 25. Anyway. So once you look at that, you can make a judgment call to say, all right, do I need to give myself grace right now? Because this is going to play a factor in your cortisol levels, your hunger hormones, and how you respond. Gang, if nothing changes, nothing will change. So that's that. If you're taking supplements, maybe you're like, but I'm on a great probiotic, Warwick, and I'm on a digestive enzyme. Here's the deal. You could be peeing your money away because your supplement timing is off. A lot of times, these supplement companies, as good as they are not permitted to, from their lawyers, to tell you how to use or when to use the supplement. So you would actually need to perhaps work with a functional medicine doctor if you're not prepared for that. I don't know if we want to go down this road, but you would have to ask ChatGPT and say, talk to me like like you're a functional medicine specialist. When should I be taking this supplement? Honestly, work with a provider who is going to know supplementation for real, like an integrative health practitioner, functional medicine specialist. I work specifically with my clients on their probiotic, their digestive enzyme, and D, A, K, and E, and their magnesium. Those are my basics. All right, so that is number one to audit. That's the no doi. All right. Number two is a simple rule from Chinese medicine. I'm obsessed with finding a good acupuncture here now that acupuncturist here now that I live in Lake Norman. I had a superstar one back in Irwin, Pennsylvania. What she taught me was so valuable. And this was one of the rules. She said, Aubrey, the stomach has no teeth. What I was doing in the past is that I didn't focus on an easy, simple rule of digestion, was to chew my food thoroughly in order to help facilitate the absorption of nutrients, to reduce bloating, and to increase leptin, your satiety hormone. You might say, well, no doi, but are you doing it? 32 times is the number of times we should be chewing most of our food. Now, you might do that. You might be a slow eater. And to that, please pat yourself on the back. I will be radically honest. I said this on my Envision call last night to my transformation clients. I said, I'm calling myself out. I am a fast eater. I'm not going to shame myself, but I'm going to lean into this and I'm going to chew my food more thoroughly. Now, I will tell you, since I posted that picture where I was being asked if I was pregnant when I was not, my digestion is amazing. I am so blessed. I've taken out all these different things of my diet, the food behaviors. I am a new woman. And I want to share that with you if your digestion is off. So that could be another reason why it looks like our abdomen is bigger than it needs to be. Now, I promise you the third lifestyle audit that you stuck around for. And I bet you haven't thought like this, at least in a while. I got notes. You ready? Okay. This is called the Hara Hachi Bu. Have you heard of the Hara Hachi Bu? Drop some chopstick emojis down there if you have, because this is the 80% full roll. Write that down. It's the 80% full roll. Now, the Okinawans from Japan, that population specifically, for the last 2,500 years, they have adopted a Confucian teaching. It is widely practiced there. This is their ritual, okay? And I find rituals fascinating because you know what? We all do the same freaking thing, but we call it something different. You might call it, we are going to sit down and say a prayer and bless our food. The Okinawas don't call it that. What they do, they sit down before a meal and they say Hara Hachi Bu. This is both the rule and a reminder. It's spoken aloud using that throat chakra to set intention before the meal. It's similar to saying grace, but it's focused on mindfulness and moderation, not religion. Sometimes in Western cultures, we're embarrassed to say a blessing before a meal out in public. I know I used to be like, I was like, oh my gosh, what if I offend someone? Everyone is offended to be offended, whatever. They might also say, Ikadakimasu. This is a Japanese cultural phrase meaning I humbly receive. It expresses gratitude for the food, the people who prepared it, and the life that was taken to provide nourishment. The cool thing about the Hara Hachi Bu is that it is unfamiliar to you. When things are so familiar, like grace before meal, it's like, hurry up and say grace. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you, whatever. The law of familiarity actually makes things very lackluster, and there's no heart and soul put into grace. So now, with doing the Hara Hachi Bu, this is going to help you give thanks for the food, but you're going to remember the 80% full rule. Now, you want to apply these 3 things this week, because guess what? If you're doing the Chinese medicine approach of chewing your food 32 times for better digestion, that's going to make you take pause. If you're pausing before a meal and now doing something unfamiliar, you're anchoring a new habit, because we all eat, the habit of eating, right? But you put 2 feet on the floor. The Hara Hachi Bu reinforces the message to not be distracted, to not be on your phone, to not be driving while eating. Gang, I could go on and on to incentivize you to not multitask to eat. It has been a game changer for me and my family. It is going to help reduce calories naturally. It is going to help your body focus on one thing at a time to digest your food. So let me know with some chopstick emojis, if you can find them, or maybe like a sushi emoji, if you're going to practice the Hara Hachi Bu this week. I want to hear from you. Okay, if you are ready now for a spring reset, do not delay. Tag a friend, invite a friend. You're getting the emails. I'm going to be posting. Next Tuesday, we start our spring edition of my Perfect 10. Doesn't matter if you've done it before. Doesn't matter if you thought about it. Doesn't matter at all where you are with Perfect 10, your mindset around it. Because every time I launch Perfect 10, my intention is to be intentionally epic with my P10. And I feel very in alignment with this message, because what I will do is help you to think differently. I think, okay, good God, I see all these trends, all the same old stuff coming and going. And how can I tweak this just a little bit? In fact, a big part of my transformation program, we call it tweaks per week. You don't need a complete overhaul for a transformation. You just need these little tiny adjustments. Gals, I thank you for tuning in. I sincerely mean this. Tag somebody. Let me know that you're out there participating. This message is meant for you. I hope to see you here live next Tuesday at noon for 3 days in a row for an hour. Play full out with me for the Perfect 10 Spring Edition. Make sure you check your emails. I don't send them out often. They're valuable. Ciao for now. Bye, everybody.